I am going to miss these types of mornings. I know I've been quite moany all summer because I've been a little bit too hot, because it has been a little bit too hot. But on the flip side of that, in the morning, it's literally just perfect. Like, it's now 8:45. I've finished at the gym. The sun's out. This morning it was really bright and the sun was out as well. It's like a perfect temperature. And I know that as soon as winter rolls down, I'm really going to miss this. So I just thought I'd take it in, take a moment of gratitude and share my thoughts with you. But anyway, I need to go back to the house and get ready, and I will chat to you then. Hello everyone, I'm now ready as you can see because I'm heading out to a client's now. It's the client that I've spoken about a few times, so just a quick backstory. They were going to leave about a year ago and then we got them back on side. They've been having the retainer every single month ever since, and then they got a new marketing director in who is part of the family. It's a family run business, and she basically needs to see what she can do herself and then outsource the rest to us, which might build over time. But in the interim, it means that our retainer has been cut in half, which I mentioned a couple of vlogs ago, I think. So we are going over there just for a catch-up meeting. We have a monthly meeting every month, and they have actually kept in the face-to-face monthly meeting. They pay for it, they pay for the time, and it's good to know that it's important enough to keep that FaceTime with us, because that's what keeps the relationships. Because I read a quote the other day, or someone put a post out, basically about like, people don't leave marketing agencies usually because of the performance, because marketing agencies, I mean, they're not the same. There's obviously different iterations, but you're gonna get a lot of them, they are the same. It's about them feeling like they've been forgotten about or not having that good client relationship, because then you are interchangeable with someone else. If you create a good relationship with your client, then ideally they wouldn't want to go anywhere else, which is what we pride ourselves on. So yes, anyway, I am going to head there now, and I will catch up with you a little bit later on in the day. Quick one, because I've already told you what that was about, but the meeting went really well. I think, as I was sort of touching on in the previous clip, as an agency owner, I cannot stress enough the importance of building those client relationships, because we've just spent an hour and 20 minutes with them chatting through the analytics from the last month, the content coming up, plans for the next lot of videos that we're shooting with them, etc, etc, etc. And within that is also talking about life and joking around and having a bit of a laugh and stuff. And it's like, I don't think you can really put a price on building those relationships, because then you've got an in, so to speak, and you make sure that you're constantly above the competitors that they don't know, that are reaching out to them and asking them if they want marketing support. So just if you are running an agency or thinking of running an agency, or to be honest, running any service-based business, just please keep on top of those client relationships. It's always worth it. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If their office is near you, or if they're further away, meet halfway. Try and get face-to-face, because what you can achieve face-to-face and what you can create face-to-face, as opposed to what you do online, there's obviously space for like Teams calls or Google Meet or whatever, and I do a lot of those, but I also do a lot of face-to-face because they're just so beneficial. So anyway, I am on my way back now because I've got a meeting with my accountant in half an hour, so I will get back just before then, and I think I'm going to film some of it because it's quite an interesting conversation, so I'll keep in anything that's not gonna mess me over in terms of you guys finding out any confidential financial information. But yes, I will show you some clips from that, and I will chat to you later. Hello, so I just got finished up with the call with the accountant. I realised that there was probably too much sensitive information, so I'm not sure what I'm going to include from it. But essentially, we have set up a holding company for me, which is going to become part of the group structure for future investments, future businesses, etc., etc. I won't go into the ins and outs of it, but if you have an accountant, speak to them about it. Depending on your cash flow, depending on your reserves in your accounts, it might be worth looking into, but that's not for me to say. But it's an exciting time for the business, actually. It's exciting to see where this can go. It's about building for the long term rather than for the short term, which is kind of a weird thing to get your head around, because obviously life is expensive. There's always things that you want to do. You want to go on nice holidays, want to do the house up, want to spend loads of money. And it's weird that when you go from a career where you're working for someone, you're constantly looking for the pay rise, obviously, because that's part of it, right? You want to build and build and build and build your yearly salary to get as much money per month as possible, and then from there you invest it in ways that you want to. You obviously spend where you want to, whereas when you own a company, it's about being as tax efficient as possible first and foremost, because obviously you don't want HMRC taking everything, if you can help it. And obviously there's right ways and wrong ways about that. Definitely don't do it the wrong way. Make sure that you've got a good accountant and that you always do it the right way. But you want to utilize best. So I don't take a lot out of the business monthly for myself, but I'm looking at building, like I say, that long-term wealth, so that in 5 to 10 years I've got myself covered, but in also 30 to 40 years when I want to retire, hopefully it's before then that I want to retire. God, I'm old actually. Maybe 20 years then, making sure that my investments have actually worked for me and my money's worked for me, rather than just getting rid of it all now and having nothing to show for it in the future. So yeah, it was a productive call, and he's going to send me over an email with all of the information, because God knows that I don't retain that information well. But yeah, I'm going to grab a little bit of lunch now, and then I will spend the afternoon on the laptop working through some stuff. So I'll explain what I'm doing, and then I will catch up with you a little bit later on. Video. So I do some talking heads for LinkedIn, and I also put them on shorts, so you will see them on shorts at a later date. But I am actually going to use the camera that I'm holding, so I just wanted to tell you what I was doing, even though I'm not going to show you, but you will see the short at some point. So I need to decide where I'm going to film and then get the content done, basically. So I will see you in a bit. That angle probably wasn't good, but hey ho. So it's approaching the end of the day, and I've noticed recently that my productivity has been at an all-time low. Don't know whether it's because of the weather. I don't know whether it's because of my working setup. I just don't know, but I need to get back into some sort of rhythm. This happens from time to time, but it's not normal. My productivity is normally quite high. So as in, when I say productivity, I just mean I can get a lot done in the working day, but I've got tasks that I'm just like, I cannot be asked to do, but they need to be done. So I need to like get my head focused, but I'm just not in the mindset at the moment. And I think I'm panicking because I'm like, oh my God, what does that mean? I think I've got so many ideas, but I need to focus on social climate at the moment and just try and like build that. I think there's so many things that I don't want to do, i.e. like the lead gen stuff or hire people or other things that seem a little bit scary or daunting at the moment. And I think it's just killing me off a little bit, to be fair. I've got a little breather at the end of this month where I'm literally not going on holiday or anything. So I'm still going to be sort of actively like at work if needed, but just a little bit of headspace. But at the same time, I don't even think I need that. I'm sort of just ranting because it's the easiest thing to do. I have a lot of thoughts throughout the day and a lot of the time no one to share them with. So it's good. This is part of the reason why I started vlogging, just so that I can almost feel like I have someone to chat to, even if it's just me sort of processing my thoughts. So yeah, I'm not really sure where that's coming from and I need to figure that out. I think that a lot of it will have to do with my working environment. I think trying to work in the kitchen, and it started because of the kitten. I was working in there because of the kitten, and then it was because of the heat, because it was too hot in the office. But now I'm not sure. I've sort of just got into like this little routine of just working in the kitchen. I think it's like just in case she's asleep and she wakes up and cries and needs it, which is just ridiculous. I think I'm using that as a bit of an excuse, so I need to stop that. I don't know whether it's worth me going out and finding somewhere to work and just maybe choosing a coffee shop or something and just getting a shitload of work done there. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm just kind of feeling a little bit flat on the work front at the moment. Nothing's like really exciting me. We've got a few decent projects going on, but just kind of like, oh. So yeah, I need to get to the bottom of that, figure it out, put a rocket up my arse and get back to what I'm used to, essentially. But anyway, I am going to close this up. I'm heading off to band tonight, so I'll take you and I'm probably just going to show you some clips or whatever from there. But I will thank you now for watching, because I don't think that I'm going to speak to you at the end of the vlog, just because I feel like I've chatted quite a bit actually in this vlog as it turns out. So yeah, I'm going to thank you so much for watching. If you did, thank you for spending the day with me. It started out quite busy, out and about, and then yeah, literally just been working all afternoon but feeling a bit meh. So there's that. And then yeah, band this evening, which should hopefully perk me up, but then I'll be knackered. I don't get back from there till 11:30ish. So yeah, just a bit full on, have a sleep, and then do it all again tomorrow. So thank you again, and I will see you in the next one.